When looking at the goal of the firms listed in the article, it is clear that most of these companies seek to retain their revenue streams that accumulate through the sales of the whitening products in the named regions. And as projected in the article, we can see that the market for the skin whitening products will tend to grow immensely from about $8 billion to $11.8 billion in 6 years. Any business that seeks profit maximization will continue their product sales, even if it means that their reputation is harmed in the process. Even with many people upset by the circumstances, why would a business not continue selling the product if the demand is not to decrease anytime soon? This, though, raises many ethical questions concerning the sale of the products and how this can potentially cause harm to the target consumers. In my opinion, these addressed companies could at least raise some awareness regarding pressing issues, such as the sales of homemade copies of the product which are sold in black markets. Or they could use campaigns to address the issue that many people have regarding the sales of these products, such as color-based classification or the fair skin ideals. Firstly, as already mentioned earlier, the revenue gains through the sales of skin whitening products have shot through the roof in recent years and will most likely continue to grow in the same manner. Therefore, businesses are not willing to miss out on these revenue streams, and leaving the market by withdrawing the creams and skincares will mean that other brands that offer the same product will just take over the market share left behind by the withdrawing company. Secondly, the products that have been discussed in the article are supposedly bad for the skin as they contain chemicals that cause diseases. But the companies that were used as examples in the article clearly stated that these products they sell do not contain any of these chemicals that are harmful. Hence, they do not feel the need to stop the sales of the product as they do not cause any harms in that sense. Lastly, the products have yet to face regulations surrounding the sales and marketing of these products, which is why there is no hurry for the companies to change that anytime soon. When the brands faced bad publicity during the BLM movement in 2020, many people turned against the brands as they were outraged by the continuous sale of the whitening products. This could cause further negative press in the following years and accelerate boycotts of these brands by outraged consumers. We have seen many examples of brands or even individuals having to deal with consequences of the so-called cancel culture that is sparked by the rapid spread of news through social media. But even when facing trouble, most of these brands sell goods that consumers use on a daily basis, such as shampoos, deodorants or other skincare products, which makes it very unlikely that these brands will have to face a huge drop in revenue through the loss of sales to outraged consumers. On top of that, the opportunity cost of continuing the sales will most likely be higher when comparing the retained sales of skin whitening products to the retained sales when cancelling the sales of the product. As I have mentioned earlier, the brands will have to act upon the demand of the consumers. The consumers have every right to be outraged, as the products sold promote outdated beauty standards. It will be of the highest importance for the brands to remarket the whitening products and shift away from the thought that a white skin is a fair skin, and that people's reputation increases the whiter their skin is. Of course, this mindset is rooted deeply in the current world, as years ago brands have used marketing to describe dark skin as dirty, and used ads to portray how people have more chances in life with a glowing and fair skin. But that is exactly why brands should help to correct that mindset by using beauty campaigns where people of all skin colors are deemed as beautiful. Spreading awareness will be a key factor, but not only regarding the aspect of the beauty standard. Similarly, brands will have to guide people in the safe use of such products, as there are many retailers that still use harmful chemicals in their products. Overall, I think the brands are not evil for continuous sales of the product, since the demand still exists. The only problem at hand is that these brands still use outdated beauty standards to promote them, and therefore will have to tackle that problem.